time is not relevant to you, nor is distance, nor is how cute you are or how ugly. These are all human constructs. There is no eternal being that'll be ugly, okay? I'm just saying. Why? The image of God, he's not ugly. God can get ugly in terms of how he treats you, but he's not ugly. Nor are you. All of this stuff about makeup, love not the world, cosmetics. I mean, men and women do it now. Anyway, I ain't going there. I'm not even going there. Look, they'll never die again. In this respect, they will be like angels. What's he saying? Angels don't die. That's what he's saying. In this respect, they're not married or giving in marriage. They're created by God to live forever. And he says he's given his angels charge over you to keep you. In other words, he's not saying he's put angels in charge of you. He's given angels the responsibility, the charge, like a general charges his troops to go out and fight for our country. Well, that's what angels are. They've been given the charge to go out and fight for those born of God. Yeah, and everything else that we might need done. It really is interesting that God, when he does give us the picture of the Old Testament of the patriarchs, they all were rich. And they weren't bragging about it. No big deal being rich. We made rich a big deal. Having a lot of money, having a nice house. I mean, we still got a similitude of that all the royal families are all rich. Nobody says, well, wow, they are rich, or wow, they're driving a Rolls Royce. No, the position dictates the assets. Well, we don't seem to see that in God. Deuteronomy 8:18, God gives us power to get wealth to establish his covenant. We don't see wealth as a part of being in the royal, eternal family of God. See? Now, Jesus was rich in the things of God. He was richer than any of the royal families, but he became poor. He came from heaven. Nothing on the earth is worth taking to heaven but you and me. After receiving him, everything else is going to be burned. So all those rich people, the royal families, if they don't receive Jesus, they and their stuff is going to be burned in the lake of fire. What time is it, Boone? Well, that's what they get. They talked a lot. They gave the testimonies. I like the testimonies. The Bible likes the testimonies. So don't worry about the time right now. You just get what I'm saying. Now, I know I'm out there with you in a way that you just got to see. It's obvious to some, but not to many others. Yeah. You are made to live forever. And you have to change your thinking according to the Bible to a forever kind of thinking. I'm into that right now by reading it. They will never die again. In this respect, he says, reading a Living Translation, they'll be like angels. See? Why? Angels don't have need but to get directions. I'm just saying. I mean, have you seen any angels like say, wow, I'm really hungry. Gotta have something to eat. Well, man, it's raining out here. We gotta go home. Now, angels talk. You understand? So if we're gonna direct angels, you know good and well that's the context of how we're supposed to be as believers. The idea of having a house or needing a house. In my Father's house are many, John 14, are many mansions. He's not talking about a house. He's talking about placement, dwelling places, not buildings. The place you are in God, where you can be placed in God. Don't need no covering for anything. God makes rain. He's not being rained on. We're ahead of you with all of this kind of talk. I know it. It's not written. So what happens is I'm not as good at it as I need to be, and that's just waiting before God and letting God put stuff in my heart that I don't even know is there. But giving him the time, though, to just say, I'm going to sit before you. I don't know what you're putting in my heart, not necessarily. I'm going to read the word. I'm going to pray, sometimes in tongues, sometimes in English. But most of the times, I'm going to just shut up and let you do the talking. And you don't have to talk in a language to me. You can just put it inside of me. Breathe it in me. Yeah. That's kind of unusual to say that too. But Jesus breathed on them the breath of life. Meaning that when those disciples got born again in John, the latter part of John, he said, receive ye the Holy Ghost. He didn't need to say anything else. I mean, what else needs to be said? If you're going to receive the Holy Ghost, why would God have to explain to you what just went into you? Well, who breathed into you? It was Jesus that breathed into them. So, what kind of life did they have? See? They had his life. So what didn't they know? What couldn't they do? You understand? That's the life of God. That's us, being born again. We have the life of God in us. A lot of it is not cognitive knowledge. It's not dormant, it's living. And there's a demand on it when we are doing the will of God. I mean, Peter could walk on water before Jesus said to come. But he was fleshly. He's a fallen child of Adam. He can't walk on water. Being fallen, you're underneath the standard that God made you. So Jesus, the one that made you, had to tell you you could do that. See? If that be, how did that come in your mind, Peter? If that be thou bid me come. What are you doing? Why didn't all of them think like that? And Jesus said, come. Now we're amazed that he could walk on water. He could always walk on water. He's just below the standard. Adam was made with the ability to do anything God could do without sin in his life. Jesus didn't have any sin in his life. He could quiet the storms as he did on the boat. Lightning, thunder, shut up. You could do that. I could do that. Well, actually, Pat Robertson did it one time in Virginia Beach. Hurricane was definitely going to hit. And Pat got the believers on his network, said, join with me in prayer. We're going to come against this storm. Boom, it happened. It became a newspaper article. I don't remember whether it was front page or not. But it was noted that this man's prayer stopped a hurricane from coming down Virginia Beach. Now, it's a big deal to us because we fell so far from God. You can do that. As he is, so are we in this world.